Hello, everybody, and welcome to the fourth season of the Big East Rewind. I am still your host, and I'm still 7 foot tall, Chuck Everson from Villanova University, and my point guard, my partner for the last 3 years, going on 4 years, my good friend, my buddy, my pal, Sonny Spera, ladies and gentlemen. How are you, Sonny?
Chuck, I'm great, man. Year 4, keeping it going.
Year 4, can you believe it? When we started this thing, we never guessed that it would be go on this long like this. But people seem to like it, which is great with us. We and the guys that have been on really enjoy talking about the good old days. I mean, and I can't tell you how many guys I've run into since, and all they can talk about is how much fun they had hanging out with us for an hour. So that's the best part about this whole thing, renewing relationships and making new friends and relationships with guys we didn't even think even knew our name. You and I were not exactly marquee names. We were not the name on the marquee that they were coming to see Sonny or Chuck play, but we were still on the team and we were still part of something that was bigger than us. And who knew that all these guys remembered us as much as we remembered them. So it's a nice feeling when you go out and see some of those guys, right?
Very true. Very true. Yeah, people I don't think we're walking in the dome to see Sonny Spera play. So that's a true story.
I get it. Believe me, I'm in the same boat as you, pal. So believe me when I say that. And
but it's been fun because we've just made new friends, new relationships.
Yeah, it's been cool.
Talked to Danny Calandrillo, tried to get together down the shore with him, and just meetups and hangouts with these various Big East fellas that I consider friends now.
Yeah. One of the guys that I talked to that like I didn't know this guy from Adam played after us, but I talked to him quite often. It's Chris Smith from UConn. And what a guy. And he's an Eagles fan, Sonny. So we're planning on getting to a couple of games at the link and hooking up and watching the birds go. So it's been a lot of fun. And 4 years, the struggle now is to keep up with our guest list that we've had in this time that we've been on so far. It's just keeping up with everybody. Just this past season, the third season, we've had everybody from Sean Miller to Shaheen Holloway, Dave Bing, a Hall of Famer, a top 50 player of all time. A top 50 player is talking to some guy from his kitchen and somebody else from their garage, about basketball and life. And it's been great. We've had Walter Berry, The Truth, joined us.
Oh, so relaxed. So down to earth. Just
and it's funny. We got Walt by accident. Basically, I hammered him on Facebook, and he thought it was somebody else pretending to be me. I said, "Who the hell would pretend to be me, Sonny? Who would do that?"
Think you're a Kardashian?
Nobody. The answer.
You're a Kardashian.
Right. So when I got him, literally, I bumped into him at the Big East tournament. And he's like, "All right, here's my personal number. Call me." And the other cool show was the celebrating the '84 champs, the Hoyas, the first national championship team in Big East history. So 4 years in, I guess it was right 4 years in, and we had a national championship squad.
Yeah.
And then we go back to back with another team that I'm very familiar with. The '85 team, which we're going to do a show for them this year. I've already talked to the guys, and we might need a few more microphones, Sonny, for that show. So because
you might need to go to an IMAX to watch that one.
Yeah, we might have to go to an IMAX. That's right. You're not kidding. These guys are always fun when we're together, and we just got back from Summer Jam, which is an event that's held at Villanova every year for the alumni. We had 150 basketball alumni, including some of the Nova Knicks were in. And I'm repping the Nova Knicks. I don't know if you could see that, Sonny.
Yeah,
I got my Nova Knicks. I got my Nova Knicks on.
I see the hat.
I'm very excited for the season. I think it's going to be great to watch. They named the new captain of the Knicks. Don't know if you know that, Sonny. It's big news. Big news. It's Jalen Brunson, of course, and
You did a little Trump
Aaron can pretty
impersonation
much
right
do
there.
whatever he wants in New York City these days, Sonny. So
You did a little Trump impersonation there. Big news.
almost,
Big news.
almost
I
big
picked up
news.
on that.
Yeah, not on purpose. He's all over the news too.
Yeah,
So you
right.
pick up on his
But
on
no,
his
no, Jalen, you know what they did, which was really cool? They had Patrick Ewing record the voiceover over the video introduction.
yeah.
And it was really nice. It was a really nice touch. You felt it. Like when you heard it, you felt it. It was really cool.
That's up on our Facebook page, Sonny.
Yep.
We put
Yep.
that up. Yeah. So you guys can
In the
check that out on the Facebook page. Yeah, I mean it was cool. And the other tribute was had everybody who's a captain or has been a captain in New York
Oh
congratulate
yeah, yeah, yeah.
with
Jeter,
Derek Jeter
Judge,
and
yeah.
Judge and everybody.
They
It
had
was all.
David Wright. That was cool.
They had David Wright. Yeah, they had Clyde Frazier. They had
They had Eli Manning.
which is Eli. Yep, it was cool. It was really cool. So
Oh, Mark
see
Messier.
now they
It
can
was a big.
type.
It was a long one.
It
Yeah.
was a long list. Yeah. Um. So sticking with this past season, the other we had a Hall of Famer come on, also a top I think he's in the top 75 is Alonzo Mourning from
Yep.
Georgetown, the great Georgetown player.
That was
He was
great. Yeah.
on, hung out with us. He was awesome. I mean,
Who's that?
really, really, he was
That Chuck?
unbelievable.
Who?
I said he was awesome. He was unbelievable.
Oh, Zoe.
Yeah. So
He was really good. He was, and I know he had to get out, like he was getting called to leave.
yeah,
He just
yeah,
wanted to continue to talk, and it was just so refreshing, and just to hear him on an intellectual level, off the charts,
yeah.
IQ, really bright. I enjoyed the hell out of that.
And, we tried some different things too, and
Yeah, we did.
we tried some different things. We had our first female coach on, and Felicia Leggett Jack, the head coach of the SU Orange Women, and she was excellent, and she's an excellent coach, but a better person than she is a coach.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, how
know,
about it, man? I still quote some of the things that she said. I almost bring it
yeah.
up. Got to be where your feet are at.
That's right. So she was really good, and and then we went completely off the charts, Sonny.
We went rogue.
Completely forget about the Big East.
We
Forget
went
about
rogue.
basketball. We went to different sports, man, in this third season. So I happened to have met Leonard Marshall years ago, and we've stayed close. We talk fairly regularly. I would say probably every other month. We text or call each other. He's such a good guy, and I said, Len, you got to come on. He goes, but this is Big East basketball. I go, yeah, but you're Leonard Marshall. You're in the Ring of Honor at the New York Giants. Their 100th anniversary this year. Got to have you on. He said, all right, I'll do it. And he was great. He was.
Yeah, what a delightful guy. Again, another thinker and a real big contributor to making a difference. I really appreciated some of the things he has going on.
He's a good dude, and not only that, man. How about when he described that smash hit he put on Joe Montana? Oh my goodness! You go back and look at it. Joe was never the same after that. The list of injuries from the one hit was like as long as my arm. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But he describes that to a T, and he was really good. And the teams that he played on were really good. And he's
Talked
got
about playing for Belichick, right?
Belichick and Parcells, but he's got to get in the Hall of Fame, Sonny. I mean, come on, he's that good. I mean, if Joe Klecko's there, I think my man Leonard's got to be there. No, I mean, when you agree with that,
I do, absolutely.
yeah. And then the other non-basketball player. This is a crazy story, Sonny, because I don't know. We've talked a little bit over the summer, but I started hanging out with rock stars this summer. I don't know what the heck was going on with me this year. It was like I was on tour or something. Next thing
you love your live music, man.
I do. And this guy I met at of all places, one of the last Kiss shows ever at the Garden. A friend of mine, Mike Whalen got the tickets for me. He's got a limo company, Sonny.
Mm-hmm.
So he says, "Hey, do you want to go see the Last Kiss show?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that'd be fantastic." He goes, "Okay, you're sitting with Jeff Nelson from the Yankees." Oh, okay, I could do that. So so he told Jeff about me and vice versa, and we hit it off, and we became pretty good buddies. Matter of fact, he came with me to a Villanova game on campus, and we sat and hung out at a Villanova game. It was a lot of fun. Great guy. Has some excellent stories about playing with those Yankee teams. And I didn't realize when I met him, we didn't really talk baseball as much as that killed me not to do, because I'm a big Yankee fan, as those of you that know me know. Um, but Jeff, I said to him, when were you with the Yankees? And he said, "Well, I was there from '96 till 2000." I said, "You couldn't have been there a better 5 years, Jeff." He goes, "I know. I got 4 rings. It's pretty good. It's pretty good." And then he came back in 2003 on the team that lost to the Marlins in the World Series. So he, in the 6 years that he played with the Yankees, he was in the World Series 5 times and won 4 of them. That's pretty good.
And it's a big wiffle ball fan.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So check those out if you haven't heard them, because they're really fun. And we're always trying to do different things, and we'll take any and all suggestions. You can get us through our email at bigeastrewind@gmail.com. You can get us on the on Instagram if you message us, or Facebook. Or you can get on the website and subscribe, and then you can send an email that way too. So check out the website and stuff. That's pretty good too.
What's your Instagram handle? What are you? What's your thing?
Chuck Katz 41.
Mine's at Dr. Sonny Spera, I think. I think it's just all lowercase. My daughter set it up for me about 20 years ago.
You're an extreme professional, Sonny. We know that.
Yeah, I'm very creative though. My email is sonnyspera@gmail.com. I'm very creative. I just want you to know.
That we like to use your creativity as much as we can, Sonny. That's how it is. You know that.
Happy to help, man. I'm happy
to help. That's my man. So,
team player, baby.
So listen, here are some of the things that we're thinking about doing this year coming up. Some of the things that I think are going to be kind of fun. We're putting things together, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. Right now, this is in the planning stages, and don't quote us on this, but this is stuff that we've got in the hopper that we've been working on for a long time. So one of them is, obviously, we talked about it briefly. It's the 40th anniversary of the Villanova '85 team. So which is kind of a big deal. 40 years ago, I can't even believe it. So we have a bunch of guys from that team that are going to come out and hang with us for the night. That's going to be a lot of fun. So with that, and not only that, Sonny, but it's the 45th anniversary of the Big East Conference.
Right. They formed.
So we're working with the Big East folks. They're actually going to the old logo this year. For
they're taking our logo. That's what they're doing.
Yeah. So listen, I don't know if we have to give it back for the season, but I'm not going to do it. I think I'm just going to keep my logo right where it is. Thank you very much. And we're supposed to meet with John Paquette and discuss what, if anything, they want us to do to get involved. Talking about a few things, maybe a free clinic for kids during the week of the basketball tournament, with some of the alumni to come back and work with the kids and give back to the community, those kinds of things. So we're trying to set all of that stuff up. I really think that that would be fun, because we're and hopefully they tie us in a little more this year than they have in the past, because 45 years, we're kind of the historians of the conference at this point. Don't you agree?
I do.
Yeah, I think that's important, and it's important you don't know where you're going unless you know where you've been, right? So hopefully, that will work out to our advantage. In terms of getting newer guests, which, by the way, we're very close to getting a date with Coach Cooley from the Georgetown Hoyas and Nevada Smith from the assistant coach at Marquette.
Mhm.
So that'll be fun talking to the Marquette guys because we haven't yet to do that. Just except the newest Nick, Tyler Kolek, spent some time with us at Big East Media Day. And we
What
have
do Tyler
stuff on the
Kolek and
video.
Jalen Brunson have in common?
What do Tyler Kolek and Jalen Brunson have in common? Don't know.
Second round NBA draft picks.
Okay.
Were they not Big East MVPs?
Yeah. 2 for 2.
Left hand point guards.
I didn't realize Tyler was lefty, but okay. I'll take your word.
Yep.
Nice. And they both have a high off the charts basketball
Oh
IQ.
yeah, that
I'll
goes
tell you
without.
what, I listened. The Nova Knicks, we talked about it a minute ago, but man, I'm excited to watch those guys this year, especially since I know them a little bit. They're really, really good dudes, man. And Tyler, having talked with him, he's going to fit in, perfectly with that crew. That was the guy that I wanted to see them get of anybody in the draft because I knew that he could fit right in and be a great backup for Jalen. You
Yeah,
know,
and they kept some of their key players too, right? They
and
kept
they kept some of their key players. Yep,
Precious. They still sign. You know.
yep. And speaking of the Nova Knicks, Sonny, we've been working behind the scenes. I've been pounding this guy with text messages and everything. I'm hoping he's going to surrender soon. Mikhail Bridges, we've been talking with, trying to get Mikhail, the newest Nova Nick, to come on. So we've been trying to get him and
nagging
Josh.
technique.
You know,
The
I think
nag technique.
I think if Josh doesn't respond soon, I'm going to have to call his dad and pull rank on him because I've been out with his father a few times. It's kind of funny for me to say that because you get around those guys, you still feel like you're a player. Oh, the reality of it is, I've been out with the guy's father drinking. We had a few drinks at the Final Four, and and with Jalen's dad, and with Phil Booth's dad, who played there on those championship teams. And I'm going, that's when it really strikes you, Sonny, that you might be a little older than you think you are. It's not the gray hair. It's not that you can't move anymore, or you know, and that you can't play anymore. It's that you're friends with the players' fathers.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really a smack in the face, Sonny. Honestly,
Yeah, remember at the Big East Media Day, we're like, "What's your favorite Big East memory or player?" They're like, "Dougie McDermott." I was like,
Yeah,
"Dougie's a
yeah.
kid."
One kid said Chris Jenkins.
Yeah,
Chris
these
Jenkins.
guys are kids.
Yeah, right. You forget that, because instantly you turn back into a player in your head.
Mhm.
You have, all of a sudden the swag comes back. We're looking for gear, sneakers, whatever we can get our hands on. Same as it's always been.
Yep. Yeah, there's nothing like gear.
So, yeah, and also, not we don't want to forget our friends up north in Syracuse. Sonny is working extremely hard to get Derek Coleman, DC, to come on, and Billy Owens. So,
Yeah.
stay tuned,
Did you
and
mention Brendan?
hopefully.
Did you
Oh,
mention?
that's another one. You're right. Thank you for reminding me. Listen, Coach Brendan Malone passed away this past year, and like we did for Pearl and Coach Mass and Coach Thompson, we want to do a Brendan Malone.
Lewis Orr. We did a show
we're,
for Lewis Orr.
we did a show for Lewis Orr too. We want to do a show for Brendan Malone and all his contributions to not only Syracuse basketball but the Detroit Pistons and every place else he's coached. And Sonny's been in touch with the head coach of the former world champion Denver Nuggets, Michael Malone, who is Brendan's son, and he's agreed to appear on the show. And we're just figuring out dates as to when we can do that. So we got a lot of good things coming up, and who knows who pops up during the year. We're constantly working the phones. We're constantly
Who was the
calling people for their.
first head coach of the expansion Toronto Raptors?
Was it Brendan?
Well, you got to say with a little more confidence than that, man.
I don't know. I mean, was it Brendan?
Brendan Malone.
He was the head coach.
Isaiah Thomas was the general manager, and he
Oh
brought
boy.
in Brendan.
Yeah. Well, we reached out to Isaiah, and so far, no luck. We have not. He's not responded yet, but hopefully, we can get him too. He was a pretty good player, don't you think, Sonny?
I think he was pretty good. I was going to call
Not bad.
MJ and see if MJ could reach him.
He could. Yeah. You know what? That's funny. He had some handle, man. I mean, he was a player that was. I remember the game he beat the Lakers on 1 foot. Remember
One
that?
leg. Yeah,
Oh my
one leg.
God, he was
You know what's
unbelievable.
funny? He got lost in the whole bad boys. You know what I mean? Like, you
He
just
really did.
forgot how great a player he was.
Yep, he really did.
Really.
I mean, listen, it helped them go back to back, right? They were a great team. Spider Sally and Bill Lambier and the microwave
And he's
all those
got
guys.
that Magic Johnson dynamic smile, even to this day.
Yeah,
But inside, he's a stone cold killer. You know.
he's a killer. Yeah, but I don't. Listen, I don't think there's a difference between being tough and being a tough guy. To me, being
Yeah.
tough, you know, you get on the floor, you get after it, you take no crap from anybody.
You
Being
play
a
on
tough
one leg.
guy, being a tough guy is like a Lambeer. He's coming at you. He's going to punch you in the mouth, and you're not going to do anything about it until after it's over. Then he's going to knock you on your behind, right?
Hmm.
Um, Guys like that are different. Oakley was like that. The Knicks had a few of them. Anthony Mason was like that. Daryl Dawkins, Maurice Lucas was like that. The enforcer type guy.
Ricky Mahorn.
My man Michael Graham is like that. On a lesser level.
Rick
But
Mahorn. Remember
yeah,
Mahorn?
Rick Mahorn, yeah, Jeff Rulin, all those guys. Those are tough guys. There's a difference between having toughness and being a tough guy. I think. Yeah, but that's interesting. So hopefully we can put that all together. We've been working on that for a matter of months now. So it's been a little difficult getting times all set up and where we can get it done.
Yeah,
But
got to
we'll get it
coordinate
done, I'm sure. We'll get it coordinated. Sonny's on the job.
it.
Never fear. Never fear. That's
Yeah,
your wheelhouse, Sonny.
yeah, don't
Come on.
hold your breath, man.
That's Syracuse, man. Come on. Sonny's on the job. I have no worries, my friend. No worries. So, well, listen, we just wanted to say thank you for supporting us. Thank you for staying with us. We can't wait to start season 4. I can't believe those words are coming out of my mouth, son.
Yep.
Season 4 of the Big East Rewind. We're at 125 shows and climbing. It's been a labor of love, as we've discussed many, many times, and we're open for any and all suggestions. And listen, here's the thing: don't just throw out, hey, for example, not that we've gotten this request before, Sonny. Don't just throw out, you should get Michael Jordan or you should get LeBron. Okay, but unless you know Michael or LeBron, and have a number where we can actually get to them personally, then don't make that suggestion. But anything else, if you think we have a shot at them, by all means, let us know. If you want to see us change anything or do anything different, let us know that too.
Yeah,
And
and I think we need to, I would ask people, if you watch the show and enjoy the show, click subscribe, especially on YouTube. We're knocking on the door of 1,000 subscribers, so that's kind of a nice milestone to get to. Be nice
yeah,
to reach that.
yeah, 1,000 subscribers, and then things start to change a little bit. So hopefully we can get that done. So, like Sonny said, that's a great point, Sonny. Hit the subscribe button, and if you like what you see, and again, and to keep approaching us too when you see us out at games or whatever. We appreciate the feedback and the love that you guys have given us, and want to thank you all very, very much for that, because you don't have to come up, but a lot of people do, and it's really cool to hear that people are enjoying what we're doing. So we appreciate that too. Thank you very, very much. And we'll get back at it this week and hopefully continue for a long, long time. So for tonight, thank you very much for joining us. And this was kind of a preview for this season coming up, and a review for season 3, which is in the books now. So
Chuck,
take care.
I'm gonna share this with you, the Nova
Yep.
Nick.
Nova Nix, go ahead.
That's
That
it.
was it. That's it. You're going to share the V.
I'm gonna
All right.
share you the V. Nova
Listen,
Nick.
I'll give. How about this one? You like that, Sonny?
Ah, that's very nice. Very
Yep,
nice.
Nova Nick. That's the new Knicks logo, the Nova Knicks. So there you go. Again, thanks again for joining us. We appreciate everything. Again, you can check us out on everything social media by putting Big East Rewind in the space bar in the search bar, and on our website, bigeastrewind.com. And the show is produced by Daryl Gurney and Nick Chico Chorus. And we'll be seeing you soon.
Thanks,
All right.
everybody.
Take care. Thanks for joining us.